All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to round two of the playoffs of Bloomfield's greatest fantasy football podcast. As you see, there is no commissioner tonight. He's bailing. He's gonna send in a little message though, so I'll cut that in.
What's up, guys? Wasn't on the pod this week, so it's a IU basketball game. Watching them finally get a win over a bad team. But I had some things I wanted to say. First off, congratulations, Team Hansen, on defeating me in the first round. This team's an absolute wagon right now. And then pretty much congratulations on your win in the second round in the semifinals and going to the championship, because Isaac's team has zero shot at winning this week. Probably the worst bye team that I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't understand how he got the bye. He just rode those first 7 weeks and 2-5 in the last 7 weeks. His team sucks. They're just straight up suck right now. There is no way that he defeats Hansen. Putting my commissioner stamp of approval on it, there's no way that Isaac wins this week. Najee Harris, that one speaks for itself. He sucks. He's starting Curtis Samuel, who's only on his team because I made a mistake and forgot to reassign him back to the sore loser Zach's team. Who else is starting? DeAndre Swift, who's terrible. All of a sudden, he sucks. Kyle Pitts, terrible offense. Tyler Boyd hasn't scored double digits, I think, since last year. God off. I mean, this team sucks. Hansen's going to walk to the finals. I think he'll probably win by at least 50 points this week. So just congratulations to Hansen on defeating me, and congratulations to Hansen on making it to the finals, defeating the worst bye team that I've ever seen in my entire life. Isaac, I love you, but your team sucks right now, and there's no shot that you win. If you win, congratulations to you, but I don't think that's going to happen. So congratulations to Hansen on making it to the finals. More than likely we'll see Eli there, but congrats.
So you got a boom or bust for me?
Not really. Life's just life.
I got a bust. I got a
Okay.
bust for both of us.
Okay.
On the count of three, say it. 1, 2, 3. IU basketball. I thought you know it.
A win's a win, baby. You gotta take it,
They're a train wreck.
I mean, they are. They are. Hunter was even talking of Fire Woodson, but
Hunter was
I'm
he was devastated.
yeah, I'm still a firm believer,
We'll see how tonight's game goes. If North Alabama plays us to the wire, ooh, that could be a rough season.
Yeah,
It's probably already gonna be a rough season.
I saw an interesting basically chart on Twitter, and it was like basketball programs ranked, and IU was in the mid category. So
Mid? I guess I'll
yeah,
take mid.
I think the best team, one of the best teams in the state, of course, Indiana State, I'm talking about. They were rated as solid above IU. So I think that might be
Above IU?
might be an interesting matchup there.
I wouldn't want to play them. I'll say that much.
Yeah. We'll play North Alabama instead.
That's my bus, is IU. You don't have – give me something. Yes, come on, let's go.
I don't know. Just skip this part.
Come on. No. We're not letting you off the hook.
Oh,
give me
my.
something. Come on. The people want to hear.
People want to hear.
The only person probably going to listen to this is Eli. So.
True. I'm going to do a bust, but it's for you, Parker. It is Huskies. Huskies are a bust. They wreck things and destroy things.
I might put a picture up of what you're talking about.
Incident. Yeah. We were talking. I had a similar incident happen in an early apartment of mine. So Huskies, they're a bust. And they shed like crazy, also a bust. But good dogs. So
yeah, my dog's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you off the hook. That'll work, I guess. It's like a half bust.
I wasn't ready for it,
You're the one that came up with the section or the whatever it was called.
Yeah, but it's playoffs. Things are different now.
Playoffs. Here we go.
Talking about playoffs.
All right, so Team Cook, he had let's go over his matchup.
His week 1 performance?
Yeah. Yes.
Man.
What is? I don't even understand what's going on here. Okay, so
This
this
was
was
just
his. This is his
yeah,
total over here, all the way on the right. I know it's a super
yeah.
funky look. This is
Because
how
he
they're
played nobody.
displaying
So.
the playoffs, I guess. Yeah, so his team was without Tyreek Hill, and this is what they look like. Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Consensus number one team.
I also
Best.
just want to touch on this because I know us as a podcast committee have touched on this about Hunter not fixing Curtis Samuel. He was one of the few, or maybe the only one of Zach's drops that he meant to correct and did not. So,
Yeah, that does suck that he got a starter out of
yeah.
Zach
So,
dropping everybody. Because now, like, that's literally no, that you can make a case that's like one of his best players now.
yeah. I mean, if you look at his flexes, there are both are now
Oh,
players
he's
that shouldn't have been
he's
dropped and were dropped. So,
he's easily the best flex on his team.
mm-hmm. Yep.
That's not even a question. There's no one else that you would play out on the flex except for George Pickens, and he's not very good. So yeah,
Nope.
I'd start Curtis Samuel over a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
But
I guess we can touch on Eli's performance.
yeah, that I mean,
just rough without Tyreek, you know, just
yeah, Kirk O'Hearn, 134. I mean, it's a respectable performance. Didn't absolutely kill it. Didn't play bad. He's definitely a guy you don't want to play. I'm not looking forward to our matchup this week.
mm-hmm.
But he had 30 from Addison. I don't know if that's kind of that's not been happening.
Yeah,
Not since week 7. So that makes the score look a lot better than it was. But Puka could go off or Kelsey could go off. So his team played good.
Yeah, I was really surprised.
He got Noah Brown from Zach's dumps and Antonio Gibson. So he got 2 guys as well.
Two of the cuttings that maybe shouldn't have been cut. But anyway, I was going to say, I'm really surprised David Montgomery didn't get in the end zone on the 42-17 win there. I find that interesting. So, maybe he's been phased out of the goal line a little bit for a little more explosive Gibbs. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, Eli had a nice week.
Yep, solid performance, but it's probably on the lower end of what you want to see your team do in the playoffs because I don't know if 134 gets it done in the playoffs, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be close. Where's mine at?
All the way left.
Moles Pros. Yeah, this is a slaughtering.
The team that just snuck in, I know a lot of us are saying they probably shouldn't have been here, but I know Parker was very happy that they were here.
It was like a 16-1 type matchup. Is what it felt like.
Yeah, it was like, it was a 16-1 seed. If you would have lost, it would have been crazy. It would have been a bracket buster for sure.
Yeah, it was a bracket buster if I lost this one, but the 1 seed moved on, or actually the 3 seed, but in this context, we move on. We face Eli next round. I was super happy with how my team played. My running backs, you never know what you're going to get from them. Apparently, Derrick Henry's either
around,
he's like 2 or 25. It's just you just gotta hope for him. But Laporta picked it up. That's his best week ever. Devontae, I mean, I should have had this week 1 on Thursday night. Devontae, I'm not going to complain with 24 points, but his team dropped like 70 or something.
Yeah,
they won. I don't know.
21.
And he caught 1 touchdown. Trey Tucker caught 2.
Yeah.
I know the whole receiving core caught him, but
keep him healthy. Keep him healthy.
My team played well. I was really scared about the Pittman injury. Gosh, that was terrifying. I was like, as a Colts fan, Pittman lover, and fantasy, playoff implications, I was like, this is the worst thing that could happen. Because Pittman's been my rock all year. Like, he's been wide receiver. He's been my best wide receiver. I just love watching him.
Yeah, heck of a player. Heck of a player.
He even got, he got injured mid-game and still put up 12. So I was like, okay, like he still did his job. Downs, that was concerning. I thought he'd bounce back, but he's just been nothing. He's been nothing since since week 8. But I mean, he got injured in there somewhere.
Yeah, I know we'll touch on this with your upcoming matchup when we preview that, but he might be bench territory. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, Downs is definitely bench territory now. He should have been the last couple of weeks, but I had so much faith in him but now he's getting the Colts wide receiver core is like I don't even know who these guys. I don't even know their names. They're just
throw them in there; they'll catch it.
It's Pittman and a bunch of scrubs, and then for some reason they're not throwing it down. So that's disappointing. I'm loving my Dolphins defense lately. They've been freaking good. I picked them up. I think I picked them up on their bye too.
I didn't realize they were on a 3-game touchdown streak. That's interesting.
Oh, they've been absolutely killing it because they've been playing. I saw the stretch coming up for them, which is why I picked them up because I was like, oh, they have a really good stretch. But they play Dallas, Baltimore, Buffalo. Really good offenses. So I cannot play them in the playoffs. So that really sucks. Yeah, we'll see who I go with later, but there's almost nothing to talk about on Jackson's team. They're just a couple goose eggs.
His rookies, man, his rookies suck this week. Bad week. Chase Brown did good, but Bijan with 0.4, Dalton Kincaid, no catches.
He didn't have his CeeDee Lamb game that he needed. His 40-point game. Mahomes has been like 15 points. He's averaging 17 points. Like definitely Mahomes' worst fantasy season. Like he's not been Mahomes.
Nobody to throw it to,
Oh my gosh, his wide receivers are terrible.
Yep.
So the Moles Bros go down. Who was the other matchup here? Mud Dogs?
Mud Dogs.
And the Commish. The Commish goes down as well.
Yeah.
I was rooting for the Commish. I was kind of wanting him to pull it out because I thought it'd been cool to see.
You just want to be shirtless in the finals, huh?
I forgot about that bet. I wanted to see me and Hunter finals. I'm also still terrified of the Mud Dogs. Like I do not want to play them out of anyone in the playoffs. I don't want to play Hunter either. I think he's got a really good team, but I would rather play him than the Mud Dogs. And I think we can all agree that if whoever won this matchup was going to the finals.
I would probably say so.
Barring a huge upset, because Isaac's team has, they limped into the playoffs. Absolutely limped in. Yeah, they actually got rolled in on a wheelchair.
They're running on fumes for sure. I don't know if they'll make it to the gas station either.
Is Tyreek Hill playing this week? Do you know?
I think he is going to play, yes.
I feel like Joe Rogan, where it's like, hey, Jamie, can you look this up for me? Go's always my Jamie.
Yeah, just shoot me a question. I can figure it out. But yeah, I think it's terrifying when you look at a team and you see a projected 25 points for Christian McCaffrey this last week. And, normally you're like, wow, that's a lot of points. I don't know if he'll hit that. And then he almost doubles it. So, I think once that Christian McCaffrey game happened, even Brock Purdy dropping 25, I was like, it's basically over.
Do you think – I have a question for you, Go.
Yeah.
Do you think, since you're the fantasy expert –
No, boy.
Yeah. Since you're the fantasy expert, do you think Christian McCaffrey, like what's the Niners record? Is it really high? Really good?
Yeah, it's good.
Do you think in the last week of fantasy that they could rest CMC if he was in the finals?
I mean, it's possible. I don't know exactly their playoff implications on what they need to clinch the first round bye, because I know the top end of that division is kind of a little busy with the Cowboys, Eagles, Lions, them.
Okay. Yeah, so they'll probably play out the whole season, but if the Niners were so far up and wanted to rest like some of their guys,
Yeah, I would say
The Mud Dogs would be absolutely screwed.
the only bad thing is, or I guess the good thing, if the Niners are up that much, it's because those guys have probably already scored enough points. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if they're up so much, it's probably because of the guys he has. Unless it's Debo is like the only one that's really going to kill him.
I meant, yeah, I was kind of meaning as in like they won't even really play, but like they won't even play. Like they'll just start the backup quarterback and the backup running back, and just sit there too, because they don't. I don't know if they'll need to win or not. I haven't looked at the standings, so I could be completely.
I don't see that happening, but it's always possible. But honestly, if you bench McCaffrey and toss in Singletary, will you scroll up a little bit?
Singletary at 21.
Yeah, if you take 20 points off Hanson's score, he still beats Hunter.
Yeah, but in the finals, in the championship finals, you don't want to be looking at a McCaffrey Purdy like not playing those guys. So.
Oh, for sure. I still think his team's really good. Eckler turns things around. I was really happy and glad for his team to see Chris Godwin play well. He has not been having the best year, especially by his standards. And to see him have a huge game starting in the playoffs was really, I think, important for his team. So maybe going forward.
His flexes putting up 45 is really good.
Yeah.
Really nice. Hunter's team, they just fell short. Fields had a bad week. Kittle had a down week. A-Chain even, which is crazy.
Yeah, that was tough.
But, I mean, not even that bad of a week. 131. It just, he couldn't overtake the Mud Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
A valiant effort, though.
That low 130 range is I think in the regular season, you would take 130 basically every week and feel pretty comfortable. But I think when it gets to playoffs, I don't think 130 gets it done. I think you got to be hitting probably 140 to feel pretty confident.
Yeah. I agree. Hunter's team, I mean, round of applause for the commish. He turned it around, had a had a terrible start. He turned around the season, and he made the playoffs, and it was just ran into a brick wall with that.
Yeah, I will say, I'm happy for him. We were down in the trenches early together, and it was crazy to see him rise up from the ashes and be
so fast too.
This beautiful new reborn phoenix, and I'm just still in that pile. So
it was all at once. He got Gibbs back, Gibbs took the starting role. Kamara came back from a suspension.
Mm-hmm.
A-Chain just got he got his spot to shine.
Rasheed Rice came in.
Yeah, everyone at once started playing for him.
Yep.
And so his team just really became their own. So we'll go into the upcoming week here.
Yeah.
We go to standings. We're going to look at the playoff bracket.
This will be the true testament here.
Oh, look. The week's already begun. We're doing this one while Thursday Night Football is going.
Yeah.
So Mud Dogs versus Team Cuck, and long live King Henry and Kirk O'Hearn. Let's start with this one because I want to see who scored for him.
All right, Olave.
Olave is already at 6.6 at 7 minutes into the game. Don't love that.
Yeah, that's rough.
Wonder what it is.
Probably 2 catches. 3 catches.
3 catches, 36 yards. It's a really good start.
I was going 2 for 46. All right, so.
Oh, he's up to 9.3. We got to get off this quick.
Yeah. This is going to be a big matchup, I think. Of course, it's the final 4 going in, and I think this will be a really close one. I think the key factor for you is your running backs. They have to show up and perform this week. I think
they have been completely matchup dependent too. The running backs, if they play a bad team, like a team that gives up points to running backs, they'll go off. If they play a brick wall, they just score like nothing. And these two teams, I think, were I don't remember. I think they're just in the medium territory. I don't remember exactly.
Okay.
But I don't know. I just need one of them, really. I feel like I just need one because everyone else on my team is playing so well. But yeah, you keep going. I interrupted you.
No, it's fine. I think the Bucks and the Seahawks are both a little better against the run than they are against the pass. But I think they're about mid-tier on against the run for both. But yeah, I think they're the biggest thing as far as deciding the win and loss. Love the Eagles against the Giants. I think that might be a good matchup to get some points back there. I like to see Waller back in the lineup. You know, he's been out for a while, got
He's
banged
back.
up, but he's back, and you know we love a good double tight end lineup. So
Rocking
yeah,
it in the playoffs. Waller
yeah.
and
But
Laporta.
for Eli's team here, you know, it's a little sad to see David Montgomery get put down to that flex position, get taken down a peg. You know, but yeah, his team's been looking better. Jake Browning has looked like a serviceable quarterback. Hasn't played bad at all.
Fantasy
Uh,
numbers looking good too, I think.
yeah, no, he's looked solid.
20,
He's been
yeah, that's
probably
pretty
going to
good
hover
fantasy
around
numbers.
that 18 to 22 range, I'd say. I don't project 26 for him every week, but
Playing the
um,
Steelers.
yeah, a little better of a defense.
They're
So
fine. Like, I don't know how Minshew did last week, but yeah, they're
I mean, their defense is
fine.
better than the offense, so that's all we can say there.
Yeah, they're not going to go. I don't think the Bengals are going to go scoring 30, 40 points.
Yeah,
I think it'll be a low scoring game.
yeah. But for me personally, you know, I've loved your team all year. I think I've basically been the highest, like consensusly, of your team. I know Hunter
I
kind of
think
caught
you
on
have.
late, but I really enjoy your team. I think that you got some good players where it really matters, and as long as your running backs come through, I see you advancing the playoffs. I know Eli's been a heck of a team all year long, but I think losing Herbert hurt a lot, especially since he traded some important pieces. I think he would probably love to have Trey McBride on his team right now. He would be, I think, a great flex option for him. But yeah,
He ended up on the waiver wire.
yeah, he's on my team now. He's in the graveyard. So we got good tight ends though. I'll tell you that.
Man, that could have been a cool matchup. The double tight end matchup. Travis
What could have
Kelce and
been?
Trey McBride.
It's
I
like
don't know if he would
the
have started Trey McBride though, because he has really good flexes.
he does,
He's
but
got
I
it.
think with
He's got a solid team all
consistent,
around, honestly.
yeah, as consistent as Trey McBride is, I think you might bank on that a little more than maybe the high upside that Addison has. But you never know.
Eli's team is deep. They're good. I mean, they've been good all year. They hit a little bit of a slide there late, but I think they're back. They're definitely scary. Like, this is not a matchup I was looking forward to. So, did you pick my team?
I picked your team, yeah.
I got to pick my team as well. I mean, it's the playoffs. You can't go picking against yourself in the playoffs. That's not how that works.
Didn't work for Hunter though.
But I mean, this is going to be as close as it gets, I think. The projections are 135 to 137. Yeah, this from here on out, it's a crapshoot. You know, like I'm predicting, you know, between the Mud Dogs and Kirk O'Hearn, I don't want to play either of them, but you got to go through them to, you know, get the title. So
Yep.
yeah, that's about it for my team. Go King Henry. Let's go over to the Mud Dogs. Mud Dogs team Cuck. So this one's a projected 140 to 128. Better than I would have predicted for him. 128 seems very high considering, you know, how he's done lately.
Yeah. I think the projections there, he's definitely benefited from Jamar Chase, I believe, is out this week. Separated shoulder, maybe it was. So Tyler Boyd will probably step into a starting wide receiver role there. And then, of course, Curtis Samuel snuck through the cracks and ended up on a team. He does play the Jets though, so there is some concern there. But yeah, I mean, I just look at this team. AJ Brown's been a little more down than he definitely was at the start of the season. He's been a little lower of a scorer.
Oh yeah, same with Swift.
Yeah, and Swift
Swift's
is also
really fallen off, and he was depending on Swift.
Yeah, I mean, Swift is probably his third best player, or I guess fourth. I would count Lamar over him.
Lamar, I go Lamar as his third best player, and then then all of these guys are not really startable, like on other teams. I think some of them are, but he's really got 3 fantasy starters in here, I think, and then the rest are like flexes.
I think it hurts me so much to look at his tight end and see Kyle Pitts. And like, I don't know, me knowing I have Trey McBride, Njoku, and Jake Ferguson all on my team as tight ends, and that he would kill for one of those tight ends. And to know that we just couldn't get a deal done, you know.
You probably sent him you probably sent him a ton of trades for one of these guys, right? Didn't you? Tyreek or AJ?
I rarely sent him something for Tyreek Hill or AJ Brown, maybe a couple, but I knew they were
I sent him a massive one for Tyreek one time. I think it was like Devontae Adams, Michael Pittman, and like Josh Downs or something. That was when Josh Downs was playing well. It was like a ton, and he still declined it.
Yeah. Hey,
I was like,
you don't want depth. You just want your stars.
He said he didn't want depth. So I was like, okay.
I was really interested in DeAndre Swift. I thought he might be able to make it through the rest of the season, but hopefully he shows up for him this week.
He is playing the Giants. The Giants do suck. This one jumps out to me, though. Cowboys defense projected 3 points, playing the Dolphins, prolific offense.
You know, he's rode against them with them all year.
He's rode with them all year. I don't know if it's burned him twice. Three times.
Yeah. He's had
4 times. Actually, -1. He's got -4 times.
Yep.
And if you look at him, it's like Giants, duh, they're going to kill the Giants. So, Jets, Patriots. Yeah. They're killing bad teams. Rams and Chargers are fine. Like Philly, they did not play good against Philly. Giants, they killed the Giants. Panthers, 23. Like
Commanders.
They're killing all these bad teams. But when they play good teams, even Seattle's offense is not prolific either. And they got -3. Josh Allen burnt them, -1. Like, I would almost look somewhere else. Playoff time, like you really need points. I would probably look waiver wire. I don't know what's on there, but
Parker, unfortunately, Puka Nacua just caught a touchdown. So that hurts a little bit. But yeah, looking at the Mud Dogs here, I think this is probably the worst matchup for their San Francisco boys that they could have going against that Baltimore defense.
Oh, Baltimore defense.
I actually, I still own the Baltimore defense, of course. We all know that. But I just went in and picked up another defense and benched them. But I'm gonna ride with them. It doesn't matter. And they've done me well all year long. So, I'm gonna stick with them. But I think, we look for a little bit of a bounce back from Tyler Lockett and from Ayuk. Hopefully Evan Ingram can get it going against the Buccaneers, who have been terrible against the pass. Maybe Chris Godwin keeps it going. But yeah, I think some guys that haven't been super great all year, like Chris Godwin, maybe are getting hot at the right time. And we just hope that, Purdy and CMC can keep it going.
Evan Ingram, I don't know how he did last week, 6.8, but
yeah,
he's been hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd take a freaking miracle for Isaac to win this one, but he pulled off a miracle against me, so his team could, they could make it to the finals.
They could. They very well could.
He only had to show up 2 weeks because of that bye, so maybe he shows up this week. Tyler Boyd, when he's given a chance, he has kind of made the most of that chance. I know he did it against me earlier in the year.
Yeah, he hasn't been great this year, but
he's capable when there's injuries.
He will have a game every once in a while, for sure. And this needs to be the while. the ones.
Yeah, and you got Swift and Brown against the Giants. Tyreek could be in a high scoring matchup with the Cowboys. He could have a really good week with his guys and come out with the win. But I'm gonna pick the Mud Dogs. But I mean, it's definitely possible that Team Cook wins.
Yep. Yeah.
Which I personally would love to see because I would rather play Team Cook in the finals, a little revenge game than Mud Dogs. That would be cool. Not that I wouldn't make it past Eli because that was gonna be tough.
The Mud Dogs are my champion team. I'm riding with them. They're gonna fight hard this week, and I think they'll have just enough to get past kind of a declining team in Isaac. But I'd love to be proven wrong. I'd love us to all dog on Isaac's team and talk about how terrible they are and about how bad they need Tyreek Hill, and then his team just go off and beat the Mud Dogs. That'd be an excellent story. But
that's like it's been all year. We've done it all year to him, and he just kept winning. Yeah. I think the harder we go on his team, the more they win.
Yep, I would love to see Isaac at the end of the year in a suit talking about how his team won the championship.
Yeah, I think
it'd be fitting. Yep, I think it'd be fitting. I'd love to see it.
Honestly, I wouldn't even be mad if Isaac won the championship. I think it'd be hilarious if Isaac won the championship.
It'd be great. It would be great for the league. I think it'd bring a lot of good memes, and
I would love it.
I think it would be good for us all. But
if he beat me, I'd be a little salty. But if he beats his brother, I'd be okay with that.
That'd be a good matchup too. Yeah, but unfortunately, I think the Mud Dogs will cut his season short here, and they'll walk away with the win.
I think so. You picked the Mud Dogs at the start of the playoffs, and I picked Kirk O'Hearn. So,
yep.
They're both still in there.
I think I originally picked the Mud Dogs like 3 weeks before the playoffs started as my championship team. I don't remember what week it was, but it was a little bit before. I love that team. They're just a good team.
You just love them.
I just love them. Sometimes you just love them, So.
All right, so that's the playoffs for round 2. We're trying to make this in 30 minutes, so we will we'll catch you all next week.
Yep, thanks for listening.
Peace.